All right, good morning, marmots. It is Thursday, and it is March 20, what is it? Let's look and see. March 25th. I haven't done a YouTube video in a couple of days. It's been pretty crazy and hectic, so sorry for that. Today is day 120, let's see, 121, 22, 23, 24. Gosh, 124 days of school so far that we've plodded through. On this date in history, we're just going to jump right to it. Sorry for the tired eyes. I was up at 4 o'clock this morning. But on this date in history, back in 1911, so March 25th, 1911, in New York City, you had the Triangle Shirtwaist Fire. It was a manufacturing building where they made shirts and other clothing items and stuff like that. And there was a fire in the building, and basically the only access were elevators. There were 4 of them, and only one of them was operational, and only 12 people could fit into it at a time. So when this fire broke out, the people on the top floor were basically trapped, or on the upper floors. The stairwells, there was 2 of them to get out to the street, but one was locked from the outside, so you couldn't even open it from the inside of the building. This led to some very stiff regulations on safety in businesses that we observe and use to this very day. It was the start of safety concerns, and 146 people were killed in this fire. So it was a big deal, very big and very disturbing, to be honest with you. I learned about this in college when I was in I don't remember what class it was. I think it was a U.S. history class of some sort, but yeah, they also refused to, they had had previous fires in this building in 1902 and 1907 and in 1910 that weren't near as catastrophic as this, but they still, as of the 1911 fire, had not installed sprinkler systems, which were a common, not super common, but common enough in most buildings back then. So there were 600 workers that were in the factory when the fire broke out in a rag bin. It was a rag bin that was on the 8th floor. Manager put a hose on it, but the hose was rotted and the valve was rusted shut, so they couldn't get any water on it. Panic ensued. People were fleeing. The elevator broke down after only 4 trips, and women began jumping down the shaft to their deaths. Those who fled down the wrong set of stairs were trapped inside and burned alive. Just terrible, terrible, terrible situation. The fire was out within a half an hour, but over 140 people died. The workers' union organized a march on the 5th of April to protest it, and 80,000 people attended that. The Blank and Harris, who owned the building, were put on manslaughter, but they got off scot-free. Yeah, it was the Sullivan-Hoey Fire Prevention Law passed in October, and that was the beginning of the Reform Party and how they reformed safety in buildings. So that's it. I know that was a long one, but it's an interesting one to me because it deals with businesses, and you see a lot of corruption in business today, and it's been that way for a long time. So that's mine. If you want to put one on, I would appreciate it. If not, just comment below. Tell me what you think. Today is elective day. We've got B group here, A groups at home, so hopefully they watch this and do some fancy working. Tomorrow we'll do a Zoom at 10 o'clock as normal. It's our only Zoom of the week, so we'll get together and chat away, and then get our butts in gear and get some work done, and have just a wonderful day, guys. I'm looking forward to seeing everybody, and it's Mark Queasy. There he is. All right. Bye, guys.